Hello, it's Fiona Fernandez. I'm live tonight. Just get my equipment set up. That's good, I can hear me. Always check that one. Just get my screen up. Welcome if you just joined me. I've just joined me. I'm just going to be over the table tonight. Saves a bit of time moving all the equipment. And I'm going to be playing with these Encircled in beauty dies tonight. But I'd get them out and have a play because I haven't used them yet. So let me know if you want to, if you're watching. Say hi. We always have a lot of fun making things. I've got a box too. It's not a very big box, but it's a box. It's always fun opening a box, isn't it? I have undone the tape just to be not so noisy. So if you just joined me and you don't know who I am, I'm Fiona Fernandez. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and yeah, you can shop with me in Australia. Well, you're welcome to join my team if you're interested in joining a team and being part of a community of creative people, or even if you're not creative, it's Stampin' Up! Has so much you can do. As you can see by these, you know, that's already created for you. You just need to cut it out. So it's really cool. I really like sitting here on my lives and relaxing with everyone. I have a few people that come in fairly regularly and we just collaborate together and they help me make my cards, which is lots of fun. So if you're ordering anything, the inventory status on some of the things are a bit slow and delayed at the moment. Hi, Steph. And so just be aware that if you want to find out any of those details, you can contact me. I can look it up for you to let you know. If you're putting an order in, it'll just tell you if it's on back order anyway, and usually tells you what date they're expecting it. But because of the whole COVID situation, there are delays at the moment. So some of those things are delayed. There's some new kits in the collection last week, which is great. The little Santa card tag, which is really nice. I haven't bought those yet, but they look cool too. And the whimsy ones. So on Saturday I've got where did I put my whimsy set? Saturday I've got a Zoom with people who have bought my kits or bought the kits. Any of the kits in the kits collection, it doesn't matter which one. Let me see. So with the kits, I'll just grab some out. So these are the what were these ones? For the guys, I think it's called. I made all these one night. And I put some extra bits in it with the mountains. So that's one of the stamp sets, and I just changed them up a little bit. Look at that one, diorama and an embossing folder. So you can make the kits as they are in the kit, like that, or you can, you know, change it up a bit if you want to. It's totally up to you. But that's one of the kits. So just to give you an idea. And again, if you want more information, I'm happy to send it out to you with a sample card. This is the little brochure. So you'll find all these things online in the Stampin' Up! Store. So if you go to my fionafernandez.stampinup.net, there's a shop link and you can go to shop and have a look at them in there. So this has just got some samples of the kits, and the new ones out are the Whimsy and Wonder, which is a Christmas one. I'm going to be using that on Saturday. So for those who have bought kits, I'll be doing that. So the only cost is buying a kit for yourself, and you get to use that and or send it to someone else. This is the one I'll be using on Saturday. I haven't opened it all yet. I've got it open like that, but I haven't done anything else with it. So that's a Christmas one. Really cute cards. So that'll be a bit of fun. That's on Saturday at 2 o'clock. So just let me know if you're interested in that, if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll be making some cards. So I plan to do that again in November as well. I've set the dates in my diary. They're on the calendar in there. And I do want to get back to doing the card and cover in Piedmont, but I won't do that just yet. We'll wait a little bit and see how things go. That's one of those. So that's the card kits. So I'm going to get my box out. I've got a little box, look. A little box. Ooh. Have a little unboxing. Ooh. Hang on, I'm going to turn that around a bit so I don't watch the microphone. I want to hit the microphone. Could be a bit noisy. under the laptop. Let me see if I can do it. Yep, I just clear the microphone. That's cool. So I just got a few things. So one of the other exciting things, my little thing. So one of the other exciting things at the moment is they've just updated the clearance rack in the Stampin' Up website. And these are some of the things out of the clearance rack. Some of them other things. Natural Touch specialty paper. So this was something that came out with one of the other collections. I'll just open it over here, away from the microphone. I'll try anyway. Try to be quiet. I think this came out with the Butterfly Brilliance when they came out with a collection. And they had some of that paper the other day, but that went really fast. Butterflies. This looks like that. And it's got texture on it. So this is in the clearance rack right now. And I can't tell you how much it is because I haven't got it in front of me. Hang on. Let me have a look. I've got my laptop on. Let's see if I can get to the clearance rack. So you go into sales and specials if you're in the website, the shop, and go to clearance. So this is Natural Touch specialty paper. Oops, sorry. And it's $3.50, which is a bargain. It was $8.75. So that's a really good one. There's only 2 sheets in there, but it's 12 by 12. So that's pretty cool. What else have we got in there? Let's see what else is in there. Sorry, I just got to turn something off on my computer. Yeah, this one is... Oh, so I got 2 of those because I like to have more than 2 sheets. And I believe they match really well with that new one that's coming out in November, the one I was showing a little bit of the other day. Oh, look, here I am in the reflection. Hello. The garden, the Eden one, Eden Garden. So that'll be interesting to play with that. This is Snow White Velvet Sheets. I won't open that packet. I've got some over here. So in the mini catalogue at the moment, there's white and red. Look, I've got some here already. And it's like velvet. It feels like velvet. Hi, Di. It feels like velvet. It's so nice. So I might actually use a little bit of this tonight. We'll see with my dies. On the floor. But that's what's in that one. That's not on special. I just purchased that as well. There's a few things here I just purchased. So the craft gift boxes I purchased, they look like that. And I opened one a while ago in my live. I think I've put it somewhere else. Hang on. No, it's in the other room. I'm going to put some of my cards in there to package them nicely. But they're actually food safe as well, which is great. So they've got a little window in them. You just fold them up and they've already got the tape on them, look. And you just fold them up and they make a nice little gift box. That's a cool idea. And then you always get some air with your orders so that everything comes safe. This was in the clearance rack. I don't know if it's still there. Let's have a look. Let's see if it's still there. I have to scroll a bit to find it. It was $9, the dot to dot impressions folder. But the clearance rack is only while things last, so if you want to grab any of those things, this was in there as well. Petal Pink Rhinestone Gems. So these things are retired, these ones. You can't get them anymore. What's this one? And this is a Country Floral 3D embossing folder. Oh, look at that. That's interesting, isn't it? I might just open that to look at it closer. Oh, you got the dotty one, Di? Yeah. Should be fun. Looks good. I like that dot. Oh, that's nice. Look at that one. It really looks lovely on there, doesn't it? What they've done with it. Should play with that one week. So, I mean, I could even use that in the Christmas. It's got little poinsettias in there. Look. Oh, that's a good idea. Might leave that out. Might leave that out and use it. Even though it's retired, it is in the clearance rack at the moment, so you can still get it at the moment until they disappear. I can't see it. Hang on, let me load more. So you just keep scrolling down the page and load more. That one might be gone actually. I can't see it right now. Let me have another look. Oh no, there it is. Country Floral 3D embossing folder. and it is $9.60 for that one. So you just order them online in the shop. Hi Jill, I'm just looking in my box. So these are the acetate card boxes. So these are good too to put your cards into display or give them as a gift if you want to make a few cards and give them as presents. I sell cards, so I'd want to put some in to sell. So that's good too. Oh, that was fun. Alright, that's my box. It's not a huge amount. Just a few little goodies. Put them down there. Whoop. Get my box out the way. Right. Oh, let's go back to that 3D embossed folder for a minute. So that's cool. You could use that with the poinsettias. So there's still a poinsettia stamp set available. Look at that. It's got little poinsettias. Roses. That's really pretty. We'll leave that on the table, I think. Okay, so these are these dies, these Encircled in Beauty dies. And they, in the annual catalogue, they go with this one, the Encircled in Friendship. Let's find it for you in the catalogue. But the other thing is they match, they coordinate with the one in the mini. This one's in the mini. On page, I just shut the book when I dropped it. 23. Page 23. So that's how they've used it here. Wow, that's fancy. Look at that one. What are they done with that? A bit of gold. Ooh, that looks really nice. And they've actually layered here. They've layered a couple of them. So what have we got? We've got this one. That one just cuts around the edge. So you could make like a doily with that one. And then this little one on the front, and then they've got something else in the middle, this one. Oh, that's lovely. I'll play with it in a minute. But both of the dies, both the stamp sets fit with those dies. Just so you know. And in here, it is on page, just a moment please. Encircled with Friendship, page 70. You want to see what they do with them. So they've got them over here, and they've actually got them like this, so you can do a little doily look thing. They've actually put them behind the pictures of the stamps, see, so you can see what they look like. Like nice. That's a bundle. So if you buy them as a bundle here, you get 10% off with this stamp set and these dies, and then these stamps are separate in the mini catalogue. But it's always nice to know what coordinates with what, so that you can mix and match things. But you can also just, you know, use them as they are with anything, and like a doily. Cool. So that's my wrap about that. Just going to move something out of the way. I can't see your comments. Okay, hi Amanda. Who else is here? Jill. Thanks for coming in. Come on down. I'm just playing. I don't like to plan too much, just a little bit. There's not too much plan happening here right now. This is the plan. Has anyone got any suggestions? No. I've got a little bit of paper out. Look, I've got this paper out. So, a little piece of red card. Now that is, I think, off the top of my head, lying on the table, I think it's real red. Or cherry cobbler, one of them. So, this DSP here, designer series paper, if you don't know the lingo, DSP, is in this mini catalogue, if you're looking for it, on page 17 to look at the pictures. It's also referenced in the back in the index. Hi Julie. And I've just got some of it. I bought part of the paper share last time I did a paper share. So I've got, when I do a paper share, I cut them like this. And so if I get 4 people, we do 4. So each person gets a share of paper like that. So you get to have a little sampler of the, well, you don't get the whole packet basically, you get a quarter of it. But it's a nice way to get some paper. So I'll probably do that again when the next catalogue comes out too. If anyone's interested, when I advertise it, let me know. So that's the papers, and I just grabbed that out because I like it. I saw it and I liked it. I went, oh, I'm going to grab that. I like this one. And I actually got a piece of, I've got some Merry Merlot out as well. I quite like the Merry Merlot. It's darker. I was thinking I'd make a card out of that colour with this on it. But I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it. I like it with that. We'll see. We'll see what happens, shall we? I just got a few things out to look at them. And now I'm thinking I want to use this. But we'll see what happens. We could do that, couldn't we? And then use one of the smaller ones to do the little, one of the words. Let it snow will fit in the little one, won't it? See, we've got you're the best, or because of you as well. Hi Wendy. Hi Wendy. Wow, we're Wendy tonight. Cool. That's nice to see you all. Well, see your comments. I can't see you all. I could invite you in if you want to. No. Did you know you can invite people in now to your lives? Someone wants to have a say. I'll have to do that one week. We'll plan it though. We won't just wing it, hey? Well, I really like that, and I have to emboss something with it. All right, so let's emboss. I just happen to have a piece of this, so let's just emboss something because we like embossing. I like embossing. Love it. Actually, you know, we probably should do a white one. Oh, we'll do two. Pop the paper to the side for a moment, and the book's over there. The book's off the table. Few dies off the table. Rightio, let's get that little embossing material here. Stick that there, can you see it? Oh, it's a bit big in there, isn't it? Now, I did clean that the other day, but I've been cutting circles since then. So when you're embossing with your embossing folders, this is quite a thick one, so it's called a 3D. On the packet, wherever I threw the packet, it'll tell you that. It says Country Floral 3D embossing folder. So the 3D ones, you follow the instructions on your plates. So this says 3D, use 1 and 4. This is 1, and number 4 is the grey one, like this. I'm just going to put that through and put the hinge in first. Always put your hinge first if you can. Occasionally you'll do something that you might have to do it the other way, but always try and keep it that way. If I said hello to everyone, if I didn't, I'm sorry. Let me scroll back a little bit. Did I get Amanda? I think I said hi Amanda. Yep, hope so. The comments just suddenly flew away from me. Ready? Ta-da! Ooh! I love embossing folders. Look at that. Oh, gee, that's cool. You could almost eat it. No, don't eat it. It's paper. Isn't that amazing? That is in the clearance rack if anyone's after it. They go as quick as they go. So, I can never say how long they're going to be there. That is so gorgeous. I just want to stare at it. Okay. We better stop staring. Let's grab a bit of white and see what that looks like. I'm going to have to make some cards. Well, I'm building up to make Christmas cards, you know that. Like, we'll get cracking on those. How's everyone going with their Christmas cards? Anyone making some cards tonight? Let me just get a quarter of this. I've just got to cut a piece over here, sorry. I'm going to have to remember to cut everything. 1 the screen. Let me just cut one. I might just do that for 10. So I'm cutting a piece of white, basic white, to 10 by 14.35, just so we've got a little edge around it. I don't know what the other one was. I might have to trim that down. You're making cards, Jill? Oh, lovely. It is nice, isn't it? So gorgeous. You know, it's one thing looking at a catalogue or online, but it's another thing playing with it. I've got to say, I do love the embossing folders. I get wowed every time. Sorry, just pull that out a bit. Just pull that out a bit. Right, let's just do a white one, because then we can colour it a little bit. So like I said, I had no idea what I was making tonight about an hour ago. I thought, oh, I better get something out. I like doing it. I just haven't planned it. I've actually been busy today making class cards for my next class. Whoa. So just keep in mind, most of these embossing folders, where the logo is, the Stampin' Up, is usually the top, so that'll be where you see your embossed feature. So if you're doing something and you need to know that, just really double check before you put your cardstock in, so that's really indented on that side, and then it's risen up on that side. It's so cool. Look at that. Oh yeah, that is awesome. Love it. Let's get some colours out. Let's make a Christmas card. Okay, that's enough of that. Stop that now. Let's move this over. Get my little embossing pads over there. That is so cool. See, I'll put the name there so you can see it if you want to know what that is. And that's the folder. Right, what are we going to make? It's in the clearance rack. What is it called? Country Floral 3D Embossing Folder. Country Floral 3D Embossing Folder. Well, get it in focus, Fiona. There you go. Did you get it? Yeah, I'll go and copy it out of the clearance rack for you. Clearance, copy, because I'm on my computer, so I can do that. Paste. Oh, I don't know what that's going to do, but let's give it a whirl. Oh, it's got a link in it, I think. Has it? I'm not sure if that's got a link or not. It said embed link, but I don't think I had a link. Oh, it goes to my page if you click on that. Okay, that's what it's called. And if you're on the shop site, in the shop of Stampin' Up, just don't forget to use my host code if you're ordering under $2.50. Thanks. And you'll just look under sales and specials and clearance rack, and you'll find the pictures there, and you just scroll down till you find it. It's $9.60, and you can just go quick shop and it'll click to a bigger picture, and then you can just add it to cart. But if you're searching for it by the item number, I'll just pop that in here. Ooh, get my mouse over there, hang on. Just pop my mouse in. That's the item number there. Enter. There you go. That's the item number for it. But there's other embossing folders in there as well. So that dotty one's there as well that I had out before. This one, dot to dot, that's still in the clearance rack as well. I haven't used that one yet. I just got it out of the box. If you see the beginning of the video, you'll see me getting it out of the box. Just ordered it. So I just got a couple of things from the clearance rack. But there's some really good specials on, if you're into that. Right, now what will we do with that? What will we do with that? we'll have to cut one of these dies now because I've been raving on about them. Now if I use this one first on a white base, what do you think? Let's just move on. I've got my card on the table here. Now let me just check what sized card I've got. That's 21 by, because I've been cutting cardstock down, so I don't know what's what. Yep, that'll do. If I did that on the card, let's see. Now don't cut it, we're going to score it. Scoring at 10.5. I better take a photo of that so I can rave about it a bit more, hey? I just love it. Where's my camera? Where's the camera? And then I'll be able to put a picture up as well before I use it. So has anyone got a camera like mine that you just say, smile, and it takes a photo for you? Isn't that cool? Look, I can do it with my host code there. Actually, we'll hold both of them together. Put that in the picture. What do you reckon? I just go smile, smile. See, and then it takes a photo. Cool. What a clever camera. Very handy when you've only got one hand to hold it. That's awesome. Just keep staring at it. Alright, I'm going to trim that one down so it's the same. See how this, oh, that'd be nice like that, wouldn't it? White on white. Ooh, might have to make, I was only going to make one card tonight. I think we've got to do two. Now the other thing, if I'm using white, sometimes I'll use the thick cardstock. So there's a thick one as well, thick cardstock. This is still Wistful White, but it's called Basic White now. And it's just that little bit thicker. So if I'm doing a card like this on white, I want the thicker base because I don't put another piece inside it. So I'm just going to trim that down. So I've got two whites actually. I'll use those. Might keep that other one. White on white. I know. What about we colour something in? Let's do two while I'm at it. Eh? I'll let Fiona just make one card tonight. I went too long last week. Well, we'll see if we can do it quick. Eh? Just depends what you're doing. Those other cards took a while, and I'm sorry I haven't put those measurements up yet for those cards I did last week. I did look in Pinterest though, and there's a lot of different folds like that in there if you're looking for them. There's all different ones. It's got a bit of red on it there. Turn it over. So if you're doing white on white, put that one away. That's quite nice, isn't it? Ooh. Okay, let's just put that there and that there. Now I'll trim this red one down. Merlot, Merry Merlot. Has anyone got a glass? I'm not sure what we put it with yet. So I'll go to what do I want? 1435. I'm going to cut it that way so that I'm pushing against the thing. I find I'm cutting better with this by pushing my blade up. It might just be the way I do it, but I'm finding it's working better for me. And 10. And you can even keep your little strips. Keep your strips because you can use them inside the card or do it that way or do something else with it later. I'll just pop it up there for now because that's really handy. Those little strips, they look great when you make a little card using up all your little strippy scraps. You'd be surprised what you can make with them. I don't like wasting it, so I'll just use a little emery board to smooth my edges if they're looking a bit furry, like that one is. Oh, that card's nice. That's so nice. Does anyone need a close-up again? There you go. A close-up shot before I use them. Let me see if I can get that in the camera. Put a bit of light on them. Ooh, angles. I'm not standing near the camera. I can't see what I'm doing. There you go. What do you think? We put that on there. Now let's cut something. I'll have to use the big machine because these are wider. Now some of them emboss, I think. I'm just looking at this one. That one cuts around the edge and then has dots around the middle. That one cuts out the edge. Okay, I think, oh, they must all cut out the edge. Oh, so this one here, these ones emboss the middle, they don't cut the middle. And this one here cuts the middle there on that one. But this one doesn't, it's just embossing, like it just puts in indentation. So let's try that on a piece of, I've got a few scraps of white here, just to see how it turns out. Now, what plates have I got out? A few different plates. So we're cutting, so we need our thin dies 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and a 3. 3 and a 3. Let's just do one that'll fit on this piece of cut. What will fit on there? Oh no, it's too tight for that. Oh. Get them off. They're stuck on. I think that one's too small. Oh, look at that. That's tight. Hey, that'll fit. I'll do it at one end so we can use this for something else. Actually, I'll go this end because that's cut funny. I'm just going to cut it out so I want to see what it looks like. Right, watch out for your ears, everybody, with the buds in. Ready? Oh, I've got to stand up. Stand up to wind it. How do we go? Oh, look at that. It's clean as. Didn't even... I'll just get my little box out. I keep a little container handy, and this little foamy piece comes with the brush. It actually comes with 2 of these in the packet. Just move those over a little bit. This is a previous tool. I've still got one, but the newer one is the take your pick tool with a pointy end on it. Just grab that off there. Oh, look at that. It's all still together. Stuck on there. Use your brush to get that off. So this is designed to get all your bits out. So I keep all my little pieces, like, not those little pieces, these ones, in a little box. And you'll be surprised when you want to use a piece. Just keep them handy there. I'll try and do this standing up. Just keep rubbing it a bit. Put it in the box. It's all stuck. It's not stuck really. It's just a bit tricky. And if you find any of them won't come out, just you can put it through again. Just make sure you line it up really well. So I'll just sit back down, standing up there. Still want to keep moving the emboss machine. So we'll emboss something else while we've got it out, shall we? Oh, look at that. That's pretty. I had my eyes on these for a while, and then I thought, yep, I'm going to get them. So You can get your little tool as well to get in there if you need to. Whoop. I was using glue dots last night making one of my class cards, and I got my take your pick tool out to get the glue dot off the thing, and I haven't found it yet. It went boom somewhere. We might find it later. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe stuck on something. Happened to me another night, but I found it up here somewhere, but I haven't found it yet. It hasn't appeared again. Right, that's a nice looking one, isn't it? Look, we could put that on that one. Oh, I don't want to cover it. The trouble with this is you don't want to cover anything up. Look. Oh, there's a few of these poinsettias. We'll have to cover one of them up. And show the roses. What do you think? That's pretty, isn't it? Let's do that. I like that. So this is going to be quite a simple card, but because of the background and the embossing, it just makes it so fancy. Right, that's one. Let's emboss another one. I was going to put that on there then. That's not going to work. This does fit into here though. If you want to use it as a handle. I don't tend to do it, but it does fit in there if you want to get one. I just tend to hold it like that. All right, let's do another one. Now, I'm just thinking, now if that's white, why don't we try a piece of, I've been dying to try a piece of that velvet. Where did I put it? I'm going to try a bit of the red velvet. I'm going to play with the white velvet one day too to see if I can colour it in. I haven't played with that yet either. I'll just cut a piece of the red velvet off, big enough for, let's see, which one will we do? We just did that one. I'm just thinking, oh, I just realised, oh, I just discovered something. Oh, that comes off. Ta-da, you can cut that out separately. Ah, there you go. Look at that. So that's a separate one. So you could put something behind it. You could cut that out with, say, some vellum or a white, and then cut this out in a colour. Ah, I haven't got any vellum handy though. Didn't get vellum out tonight. Oh, just trying to get that off. So I'm going to actually cut my, I'm going to use this one. Let's try it. Let's see. Okay, so I look at it like this and measure it, and then I hold it like that. It's a bit tricky with all this stuff here, but I put it onto my trimmer. Fit that in? Can we fit it in? Yes, look, we can just see it. You can just see it. So I tend to put the microphone stands in the way, but I do this. This is how I work things out sometimes. I just put it on there, go, where's it going to cut? About there. Okay, take that off there. Put my thing down and then cut it, but I can't cut it there because it's the microphone stands in the way. I'll just cut it over here. That's how I cut it off. Decide how much I want off. Depending on what I'm doing, but that's for this I'll do it that way. So I'm going to try cutting this on here and see how we go. Let's see what happens. How's your card making going? A bit faster than me. Anyone finished? Oh, now it's a little bit harder to wind because the velvet's a bit thicker, but it's okay. And I'm going to come back one more time because it's velvet. You might not have to, but I just will. Okay, let me move that out of the way. Sorry, I'm bumping everything tonight. Dear me. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at this. Ooh. Yum. And don't forget there's poinsettias in the, I think they're in the annual catalogue, that you could use with this red velvet too. Let's have a look where the poinsettias are. Poinsettia petals on page 92 of your annual catalogue. See, they've got white ones here, but there's dies. The dies, they coordinate with the poinsettia dies. There were actually a collection last year, but they've got them in as stamps and dies now separately. But you could use those to cut out these red velvets as well. They would look pretty. Okay, so this cuts out a hole, as we just discovered. And I think I'm going to put that onto my little mat. We're doing some investigations. My granddaughter is doing lots of investigations lately, so I'm going to do some too. Look, you could even keep these if you want to and put them on something. I'll just put them in my box for now, but I've actually kept some things like that out of some of my die cuts in little boxes, just little tiny ones like this. See, little leaves. Because they could be handy, you know, you could put them on the inside of your cards. They're quite cute, those ones. Turn them over. It does get a bit messy doing this bit, but it's nice. Okay, so that one didn't cut out the frame, and so that's where you would need that other frame to cut it out. Aha, aha. Now she says. But you don't have to. You could do this on a card. I still might cut it out separately. We'll see. Just see what happens in a minute. You can run this quite, vigorously. Not too vigorously, but more vigorously than you think you can, I've found. And if they don't come out, I'd go sideways a little bit so that it just gets them off the paper. And if all else fails, grab your little tool and poke them out. Right. Okay, so that's that size. Now I think that other one is going to be too big for that piece now to go around the edge of it. Yeah, because I went too close. Because I wasn't thinking, was I? Alright, so I'm going to cut that. And now I'm thinking now. I'm thinking on my feet. On my seat. I'm thinking on my seat. I'm just thinking. You could put that up the top and trim it, and then put a white label there. Couldn't you? Yes. Let me see if I've got any white labels handy. Hang on a second. Saw some labels earlier. Got all my labels right here. Oh, there's the poinsettias. Look, I found them. So this one here is the painted labels dies. See, that's even got some fancy things in it like this. But you could put, I don't know about that one. No, that's not grabbing me. It's not grabbing me. There's another one that I'm thinking of. I'll just keep looking. Hang on a second. They're just right next to me here. The box. In my box. There's another one I was thinking of. Just got to find it. This Tasteful label dies, and there's another new one. I'll put that one. This one. This is the seasonal label dies. So there's lots of different label dies that you can get. So you've got the label outlines. I'm thinking something simple. See, that's quite cute, but it might be too long. But as we discovered the other week, we can make them shorter. We want to. That one might be too big. Could decide which stamp I'm going to put in. Joyful season. Anyway, I'll have a think about that for a minute. Just put them back in the packet for a second so we don't lose them. Put them up there. This one's got all sorts of different things, and I keep some of them like this sometimes so that I can put it over things and work out how big it is and how it's going to fit. So, you know, to do something like that and say, oh yeah, that'll fit on there. So that's a handy way to measure things. Like if you don't want to get all the labels out, you just do a little template. Wishing you love too. That'd be nice there. That'd be nice there. Maybe that one. Oh, we'll see. I'll just leave that one there for a second. Not sure if it's too big though. Just put them over there for a second. Not sure if that'll fit in that other label. Might do. Hi Amy. I'm just playing. We're just playing here. Everybody else. I don't know what everyone else is doing. Some of them are playing with stamps and cards. Oh, look at these little ones. You could even use those on your cards as little embellishments. I'll just put them in the box for now. It's very versatile. So the rest of them are just sort of stuck in my die at the moment. And they've got holes in them so that you can go like this and get them all out. So make sure you get them all out before you put them away or use it again, otherwise it might interfere with the cutting. And you can see through it so you know that you've got them all out. Okay, so we've got them all out. So we've just discovered that this one has an outline that cuts around it. If you line it up properly. Ah, there we go. That's it. So it does cut that out. I cut it without the outline, so now it's just like that. Oh, that's how it is today. And we've got poinsettia dies that are in the annual catalogue if you're looking for them. But they would cut out some nice poinsettias. Just wondering. Then my mind just races. See, I go, oh, let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. You could actually do a poinsettia and stick it on here, but I'm not doing that tonight. Okay, I'm doing this tonight. Okay, so that's the red velvet. That comes up very nicely on that. See, it cuts out very well. I might just have to finish some cards later in the week. But it's always good to get me started, because then I go, oh, I've got to finish that. And I do want to get some more Christmas cards done. You're not making cards? You're making milk cartons from DSP. Lovely. They look good. I saw your milk carton the other day. Alright, so we've got these two happening here. I think I will leave that one for now until I'm more inspired, and just put that to the side because I don't want to get too crazy here. It's already a bit crazy. Right, now what will we stick on this one? We will stamp this one while we're thinking, shall we? Let's stamp. Oh, you know what? Joyful Season will fit on that one too. Oh, ooh. Oh, we've got no labels. I haven't put the labels on. I've just opened it. Okay, so I like to clean them first. I'm getting a bit warm. Take my candy off. I like to clean my stamps before I pull them all out. So I have cleaned for the chamois tonight. Give it a rub to get rid of any residue on your stamps. Knock the blinds all sideways. And I'm just going to pull this one out. Peel that off there. Block. So On Stage is coming up soon, and some of my team are joining me in on stage at home. See, I've got this one. The first year I went on stage with my name on it. Isn't that lovely? My team leader got us that. And this year it's at home, so we do it on Zoom, or like Zoom, similar, and just make things together and learn a lot and have a great time. Okay, so when you're sticking this on, because of the shape of it, you have to really pay attention to the shape of that one. So S is on that side, so you want it down that way. Now I can't really see it, so I'm going to put it onto something dark. I want to see the outline really well. So just make sure you've got it in the right position. I'm just going to double check that. My S is there. This is almost round, but not quite. I think that's right. I hope it's right. We'll find out in a minute when I stamp it. Joyful season. And I'm going to stamp it first onto a piece of paper, just to make sure. Now, what colour will I stamp it? The other thing you could do is cut this out gold, or you could do something to it to make it gold. If you don't have any gold paper or got gold card. Actually, you know what I have got? Because it's just sitting here next to me, I've got some of this in my paper show too. So these are the brushed metal look. Look at that, aren't they gorgeous? You could even do it out of that. But I've already cut it out now, so, and I want to stamp on it. So I shall stamp in, what colour will I stamp it? What colour will we stamp it? Anybody got an idea? Do you want to go with the same colour as the background card, which is called Merry Merlot? Will we go black? Or what else can we do? Let's have a think. We could do green. We could do evergreen. That's a nice dark green. We've got shaded spruce. Or this garden green might be too green, too light, I think. Merry Merlot. Stick with the Merry Merlot. Yeah, I don't like the green. That green, anyway. That green wasn't right. Right, where's the Merry Merlot? Here it is. Merry Merlot. Cherry. What's cherry cobbler? No, this is Merry Merlot. Cherry cobbler is, I'm not sure if it's this one. I've got a feeling that's red, real red. That could be cherry. Cherry cobbler's sort of a pinker red than the real red. Real red's quite real red. Have you got gold embossing powder? Yes, I have got gold embossing powder under the table. What are you thinking? I was thinking of doing something gold around the edges. What are you thinking, Julie? Do you want me to stamp with and gold emboss it? Oh, the card. Yes, I got that, Diana. I gathered that after I read a few comments back. Let me just look in my book at the difference while we're deciding about those words. And I should just go to the colours page. So the colours page, cherry cobbler. See, Merry Merlot's here. And it looks quite dark. That's this one. So cherry cobbler, I actually think this might be the real red, because cherry cobbler is darker. It's more of a deeper red. This is a bright red. I think this one is real red. What's Julie got to say? It look good embossed in gold. The words. Let me just find it. Go under the table for a moment. I keep my embossing stuff in a box under the table, so it's handy when I can get it out. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I keep bumping everything. Right, I think it's deep down under the table. Got my embossing gun here though, because we embossed the other day. I'm doing a bit more embossing. Find it. Hang on. I keep them in little boxes. Gold. 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 We have gold. There's the gold. Let's put my ink pads away. So I'm just thinking now again, because this stamp has leaves on it as well and berries. I could just do the joyful season in gold, couldn't I? And do the berries in something else. Go for gold. I'm going for gold. Oh, okay. Let's put the white one aside for now. Let's put that over there. Okay, let me just turn this stamp around because it's feeling like it's not on straight for a change. Sometimes that bugs me. Get a bit of fluff on that. So I know what you're going to say. Use your stamper artist, Fiona. Sorry, I was saying that, wasn't I? Let me get my stamper artist out. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. You probably really should stamp this before you cut it out. But it doesn't matter. Let's just do it anyway. So we'll put that down there. Not sure how this is going to go with that. It should be alright. Just don't let your magnets touch each other, okay? Because they break. That broke in half, see? Alrighty. Now you put your stamp where you want it. I'm just lining it up on the little dots that are around it to try and get it in the middle. And then you just pop your thing down, push on it, and you have your thing. So first of all, I will do the oh no, I better do the other stamping first because I'm going to have to move it once I emboss it. Right, think it through. Okay, so the little berry leaf bit I might just do in green because it's going to be a bit challenging. Oh, hang on, we've got pens. Hang on, we've got markers. Where's my markers? There they are. Let's see what we've got in markers. Right, I've got some. If I stick with the berries, the same as the, what's that one? Merry Merlot. That's the same as the card. And if I do the leafy bits, I'll just do them in some Mossy Meadow. So because these are water based, you can use the markers on your stamps. So I'm just going to colour these in with my markers, and if it dries out a bit you can breathe on it. Don't need to go too close to the end because I think, oh, they're all I'll do these as leaves. I think they're all leaves. Yes Julie. She's on it. I'm on it. We're on it. We're on it together. This is so much fun. I had no idea what we were doing tonight. So thank you. And we'll just do these ones. Now the other thing, I don't have a Versamark pen. That's interesting, isn't it? to work that out in a minute. I have to dauber it on. Okay, we'll get all that done. Do the Merry Merlot, and then we'll breathe on it. You can huff and you can puff. Just stamp those things down. Anybody singing? Okay, let's try that. Right, just breathe on it. Give it some life. It just helps to moisten it a bit. So you got a bit of my grey hair then. Woo, that's pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. Nice. Oh, okay, that was Mossy Meadow, in case anybody's wondering, and Merry Merlot. Colours I used. Pop them away. Now, just wipe that ink off there. So I'm just going to wipe the ink off the stamp. Make sure you clean it off really well. And then I'm just going to dab it with my paper to make sure I've got all the moisture. Oh, that looks so pretty. Now, where's my daubers? Just grab my daubers out. These. And I think I've got a Versamark one already. Look, here it is. I've got Versamark written on it. I sell these boxes too if anyone needs one. Just send me a message later. They're not a Stampin' Up thing, but they complement it. So I can sell something that complements Stampin' Up, but nothing that competes with it. Versamark. Where's my Versamark? Here we go. So the Versamark is clear, if you've never done this before. Just get these out of the way. Now the reason we took this pad off the Stamparatus is because the stamps already have foam on them. If we were using the clear stamps, we would put this pad back on and use that to give it the cushioning it needs. I'm just going to get my powder open. So I work with my powders in a box like this because I find that really handy. Some people use it on a piece of paper. Sometimes I do, depends what I'm doing. Folded piece of paper like this, and then you can pour it back into the bucket if you don't want to keep them in boxes like that. I've just worked like this for years and I quite like it. Now I haven't actually used the dauber before to do this really, or not much I don't think. I must have used it once because I've got a dauber that's marked. Usually I would just stamp it on there, but I don't want to put more, or do I? Or do we want to put clear on there? No, I think I'll just going to try and stay on these ones here in the middle, and I can see in the light that it's on there. I don't know if you can see that in the light, but I'll show you in a second. It's just at the right angle for me. I can see the words. Just make sure I've got enough on there. Make sure you shut your Versamark before you go turning heat tools on. And then we'll just stamp it. Hang on, I'll just show you. So you can see it's all light there, shiny. So you know that you've covered it. And then just pop it down. Give it a push. Lift it up. And then you want to take this off very carefully so you don't break your little doily piece. And then get your powder on there as quick as you can. Don't rush too much, but don't leave it too long. Once you've put it on there, if you're making a whole lot of cards at once, like, you know, you want to sit there and do, you know, a great long session, you can leave this, once you've got the powder on it, you can leave it sitting there for a little while. You don't have to heat it immediately. So just keep a paintbrush handy to get rid of any odd little pieces like that. There's a little bit, no, I think that's part of the words. So the S looks like it's still a bit, I could put a little bit more on there, so I'm just going to do that. Just make sure you've got the coverage you want. Tap it lightly. Or flick it a little to get rid of the excess. That's better. So I'm happier with that coverage. Like that. Now make sure you put your lid back on. And we'll just quickly wipe off the Versamark on the stamp too. Give that a good wipe. Clean it off. You don't want to leave that sitting there. It's all yucky. It's all yucky. Tell I've done it before. Okay, we'll just take that stamp off there. Stick him in his box. So when you're using your stamparatus, make sure you always do it straight up and down, in and out of the hinges. I'll just put that over there. I'll keep that on the desk. Nice and handy. Alright, put the lid back on that because we don't want to. Now I can probably hold this while I do it actually. Just be careful you don't burn yourself, okay? Got my tool. So the Stampin' Up! Heat tool comes with two settings on it, 1 and 2. So for doing this, I'll stand up and do this. I'd always use 2. But just be careful. You can see it when it turns. It's starting to go. Hang that in the air for a minute. See how it's starting to go? Turn it off for a second. Turn it around because I don't want to burn my thumbs. The other thing you can do is use a pair of tweezers to hold it, which I might just do. Got a pair of tweezers here. Don't do it too much, otherwise it goes flat. Unless you want it flat, of course. I don't want it flat. I like it with a little bit of texture in it. See that? Whoa, yummy. There we go. That was a good idea. Thanks, Julie. And anyone else that thought of it as well? Wendy? Jill? Stephanie? I think I better scroll back a second. Hang on. What did I miss? Oh yeah, okay. I think I've caught up. Great. I love that. That looks so cute with the little the green and the... Isn't that pretty? What a lovely little card. And that's, I'm not going to do too much to that. I would think we should find some ribbon though. So, let's see what we've got in the box. What's in the box? We've got, now there's 2 golds at the moment that are called, don't be tricked by this. There's gold and it's called Shimmer Ribbon. But this one is in the mini catalogue and it's wider. So this one's 1 centimetre wide or 3/8 of an inch wide. It's quite shiny. This one is 1/4 of an inch, 6.4 millimetres, and it's not as shiny, but it's very soft and looks luxurious. I'm thinking we'll use a bit of that. I've got this one as well, which is called Fine Art Ribbon. January to June. There we go. So that's sort of got, it's more of a linen-y look with gold through it. Which one do we like? I don't know that that's got nice and sparkly, but I feel like it's a bit too bright with the embossing. I quite like that one. I'll just check if this one's still current. As much as I like to use, I do like to use current things when I'm demonstrating, but of course the embossing folder's going out, so you might want to grab one of those if you want one. They're in the clearance rack if you came in late. And I've put the item number in the comments if you're looking for this embossing folder in the clearance rack or in the web shop. Now let me just find the ribbon page. Ribbons, ribbons, ribbons. Ribbon and trim. Got it all tagged. So yes, the fine art ribbon is on page 139. This one. And the other one is over the page. The gold shimmer ribbons up the top, and the other one I've got is in the mini catalogue. Oh, and there's also the twine. Don't forget there's gold twine as well, if you like gold twine. But I don't think I'll use twine tonight. So, love the thinner gold ribbon. I'm liking the thinner gold ribbon, this one. I quite like that. What will we do with it? I'm thinking I'll use that one. The others in the box. I mean, this one's not bad, but I feel like it takes away from that. I want to add to that, not take away from it, whereas this seems to complement it. Now the question is, of course, what will we do with the ribbon? I'm putting this here because I want to see that rose. We just wrap it around the card like that? Or do you think we need more? I don't know if we do need more. I think you don't want a bow or anything, do you? I think we'll just keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. So this would be a really quick and easy card to make once you know what you're doing. If you wanted to make a few of them, that makes a lovely Christmas card. So just work out where you want your ribbon. And then I'll stick the ribbon on first. Now I'm thinking, just before I put the ribbon on, I'm just looking at this piece. You could always thread some ribbon through that if you wanted to, although they don't go exactly. Let's just play with it for a second. Let's just have a little play. Because we're here playing. Just want to see what it does, where it sits, like for next time. Look at that. You could even put that through there and stamp something else on there. Just an idea. Or come up from the back. It's not exactly equal in the middle though. So it's something that would sit lower. It would sit lower. Oh, it's not too bad though, is it? Well, maybe I should try that. I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. Oh, I'm still going, Mandy. I'm trying to be quick. But we didn't know what we were doing to start with. And we've just embossed this beautiful embossing folder from the clearance rack. It's so gorgeous. Just can't stop looking at it. And I'm just working out where to stick this piece of ribbon. We've been embossing everything. See, we've embossed. I'm not sure whether to do the ribbon like that. I don't know. What do you all think? Do you like it like that or just going behind it? If you try... Okay, what's Diana saying? Oh, it's funny how the comments just come in all of a sudden. You would just wrap it. Okay, thanks, Wendy. When Diana said, what if you try the other way as well, like a present? Do you mean like this? I'm not sure what you mean. Quick. Haha, Mandy. This is quick for me. I'm nearly finished. I did open my box and we had a look in the box as well. We looked at a few other things along the way. We worked out we could get, these are poinsettias, and we could use the red velvet. Do you want to see the red velvet I cut? Look. There's some red velvet. So we've got red velvet to do other things with now. This has a trim around the edge of it. You can die cut the whole lot out. Hi, Athena. If you want to cut it out as a circle, but I didn't realise, like, I knew it was a separate die, but I've cut it out like this now, so I'll make another card using that with possibly a die cut of that at the bottom. We'll see what happens with that one. I've been having fun. Oh, you're not sure how to explain it. Okay. It's like charades, isn't it? What if you try the other way as well, like a present? Like a present. Another ribbon from the top to the bottom. Oh, right. Yes, okay, I'm with you now. Except it's not equal, like as in this one here has nothing corresponding. Do you know what I mean? They're not sort of, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's odd. So I don't know that it'll work unless you went through it. Hang on, I could go through the top one. We're just playing with ribbon right now. Let's try that one. Stuff it in there. Hang on. I've got it stuck. Da, da, da. Like that. And then wrap it around. And wrap it around. So that one would have to stay at the bottom though, because it wouldn't work. Let's just have a look. I always try to put my cards together like this first to see what it looks like. That's really why it takes me so long. It's not symmetrical. That's the word. Thank you, Mandy. I don't know. No. No. It's not grabbing me. Maybe if this one worked, but it doesn't. So I think I won't do that one. I think I'll go back to the way I had it and just do the wrap. Just do the wrap. Keep it simple and do a wrap. Okie dokie. Just going to put it about there. Right, about there. So I'm going to actually put a dot behind it to hold it there for me. Just get rid of that little bit of velvet. Where are my dots? They're hiding. Try not to fling them around the room. Yep, it's going behind everyone. Right, I'm just putting a glue dot under there because I want to hold it still while I turn it over. I'm going to use my grid paper for a moment and line it up. There we go. So when I'm putting this on, I do like to use some tear and tape. To hold it. And I'm using my grid paper so that I've got it on that line there. You can just measure it if you want to, but the grid paper's handy. And you can get the little grid paper too for the Stamparatus, to go on the Stamparatus. I just got some last week actually. Right. Okay. There we go. That'll just hold that nicely. have a look at it. I'm just going to put some, that's not, I was going to put some tape on the back. It's gold ribbon. Let's just move the ribbon off the table. That won't work. Let's just try some 2 and 2. Now see, my card's a little bit rough at the bottom there. Set my little emery board. Get rid of that bit. Oh, it's stuck to my finger. Sticky, this stuff, isn't it? It's good sticky tape. That's what you want. I like using it on here when I've got an embossing folder because of the divots. Gives it a bit of extra hold. Okay, now I just pull up 2 corners if I can, like that. And then another one. Oops, today's don't do that. I pulled it off the cardboard. Pulled the cardboard up. No. Push that down a little bit before you pull it up. Now I can't get it up. So just fold those like that so that we don't have a problem, hopefully. Hopefully. So if you use the corners that you haven't taken the tape off. What's my card looking funny? Sorry, just saw that my card looked a bit odd. Like it's not joined properly at the when I've scored it. Still a little tiny bit funny. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a handmade card, remember? So just try and center it. And use the 2 corners that you haven't pulled the tape off, backing off. That's all right, and then you push those corners down. How's your cards coming along? Anyone finish their cards? Right, here we go. We'll put this little baby up on stilts. We'll put it up on some dimensionals. Make it landscape. What, like that? Jill just decided we should have it landscape. What's everyone think? Let's have a vote. Or we could too, you know. Because the flowers go either way. Or do they go that way and I misread it? No, I think they can go anyway. But you're right, that could go landscape. Let's see what it looks like, everybody. That's nice too, isn't it? I don't know, I think I'm covering up the rose a bit too much that way. Let me see this way. Okay, it looks like this if I go that way. That's portrait. And if we do it landscape, it looks like this. Let's take a vote. Who wants it portrait and who wants it landscape? Oh dear, I've bumped the table a few times, haven't I? A bit crooked tonight. I'll just wait a second while you all decide. Well, I'll try and straighten myself up a bit. Portrait or landscape? Oh, you finished a scrapbook. And oh, lovely. That sounds nice. Both look good. Thanks, Wendy. Portrait, as you can see the rose better. Anyone else? Anybody else chipping in? Probably portrait, either, as I can't decide. It's just such a lovely thing. Portrait, I think portrait has it right now. Thanks, Jill, but I think portrait's got it. Maybe if we had a different background, or we had it in a different position. I think I'll stick with it over here. I know you like it landscape. Well, maybe we could do the other one landscape later. The white one. I'll do the white one landscape later, okay? But I don't think I'll stay live. It's nearly 10 o'clock. I'll finish that on Friday. So who's been busy going out with lockdown? We've let out of lockdown. I did go to Spotlight. Get some fabric. Anyone else? Escaping? Right, we'll just stick this on and then we'll just have to get some bling. Won't we? Let's get the bling. Oh, you're compromising. Thank you, Joe. I just really wanted to see that rose. Okay, so bling. Let's see. I don't want to put too much on. I think leaves might be too much for it. I don't want to take away from that background. I'm thinking little gold gems, maybe. Pearls. Where's my pearls? Look, I've actually gotten a bit orderly in my box. I can find things. No lockdown there? No. Lucky you. We've just been released. What about the pearls? Because then it sort of complements the little red berries, doesn't it? Pearls or gilded gems? What have we got? I've got some gilded gems. I've got more. Well, they're quite nice too, aren't they? Ooh, decisions. Oh, I've got white pearls. Been laying low. Yeah, I feel a bit anxious too, Steph. I still went out, but then I felt anxious. I think it's the way it's going to be. Oh, that'll be nice. Seeing friends. Oh, went to bingo. Did you win anything? White pearls. I mean, I was very careful when I was out. There weren't too many people where I went. Thank goodness. White pearls. I like it when they're not stuck to the back. Ah, there we go. So I can pull them out and put them on top of my card. That's the white pearls. I do like the gems. And they're I can't pull them off, they're just sitting on the paper. Let me look on the screen. The white pearls stand out a bit, don't they? Can't really see the gold gems on my screen properly. They sparkle though. They got nice sparkle. Let me bring it up a bit higher. See, they're the gold gems. They've got a little bit of sparkle on them. And there's white pearls. Just wondering whether to put a white pearl on the ribbon. See, I don't think you'll see that. What if I did a white pearl on the ribbon there? You're anxious about the border opening? Oh, you've already got it there. It's already up there, isn't it? Not like here, hey? Oh, what did Wendy do? Wendy and Wendy. That's okay. It's good to be crafting. Oh, that's nice to go to another class. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? all of it, the COVID thing. Thinking about the little white pearls, one there and one there. Yeah, be interesting to see what happens in a few weeks, won't it? Gold pearls. Too much gold on the gold. Fully done? Yep. I'm fully done. They look nice on the ribbon. The white pearls, do you think? We go the white pearls on the ribbon? It just adds a little bit extra rather than gold and gold, doesn't it? The gold back, gold. I do like the gems, but I use them a lot lately. I haven't used the white pearls a lot. Oh, that's the pearl packet, right. Let's have a look. Now, it's so hard, isn't it? 3 gold at the top. Oh. She's got 3 gold at the top, and I'm going white on the ribbon. Ah! Hang on a sec. 3 gold at the top of what? A beer? Do you mean just little random ones? See, there's little dots in the background of that. I don't know if you can see the dots in the background. Look, there's dots in the background, everybody. See the dots? Okay, while we're there, there's the little panel. So if I go putting gold up the top, I could do some random dots. The white pearl would be nice to tie the whole thing together. Oh, this is tricky, isn't it? That's why everybody's cards turn out different. I'll make an executive decision. Let me think for a minute. It'd be good if we could have both, wouldn't it? A few white on the ribbon and a few gold at the top. I'm thinking 3 on the ribbon. 3 small ones. Well, I don't know whether to go one big one. Hang on, let's turn it sideways. Yeah, maybe that. Hang on. Let me see. What about that? Ooh, I think I like the white. Sorry, Wendy. Let me just have a look at the gold. I'm not sure where you were thinking. Up here? Why can't we have both? What about that? Look. Look at that. The gold one on the end. You like that? Because then the gold ties in with the gold. Let me see. Looks funny on the screen though. Looks better in person. Oh, okay, Wendy. What do you think with the gold one on the end? Is it too dark? Maybe I should have put it in the middle. I haven't stuck them down real hard yet. I try to just place them without sticking them yet. What do you think? Yeah, I'm thinking the white. Okay, I'm thinking the white. Put that little gold one back on its little thing. I'll just get another white one. Smooth that one over a tiny bit. Move over there. There we go, we'll put 3 there. I think that will do. Okay, thank you everybody. Once again, it's been lots of fun. creating together. It's always a good time. Do enjoy it. It's better than sitting here talking to myself. At least I get a response this way most of the time. So if anyone wants to join my I've got a group in my Buy For Handcrafts. There's a group for people who've done my classes, but I've extended it like to friends as well, so it's just a classes and friends group, you know, but it's about crafting, so it doesn't have to be strictly Stampin' Up all the time. But if you want to be involved in that, I just post things occasionally. Feel free to post your own pictures in there of anything you've made, and let me know if you want to join, and I can invite you, or see if you can. I think you can join it. I'll have to have a look, but let me know if you want to join that. Okay, I'm gonna go. So if you wanted to get that embossing folder, check it out in the Stampin' Up online store. You can go through my Fiona Fernandez stampinup.net page to the shop if you wish, and if you're ordering under $250, I'd love it if you use the host code. Otherwise, if you order over $250, you get some Stampin' Rewards. So that embossing folder is still on the website, and so is the dotty one. So they're in the clearance rack. Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all next week. Ciao.